Hey guys, Thomas here, and welcome to Park Fights. Today we have Six Flags Fiesta Texas versus Six Flags Over Texas. Here are the categories we'll be using to compare each park. Each category is worth 1 point. The park at the end with the most points will be the winner. First up, we have the two RMCs, New Texas Giant and Iron Rattler. Now, New Texas Giant is not as tall or fast, but it has way more airtime and a much longer track length. Iron Rattler, it's a lot shorter, but it's more intense, faster, taller, has an inversion, some cool 90-degree, tiny little turns. So pretty much they're equal in different ways. And because of that, each park will earn a point. Up next, we have the park's launch coasters. And Six Flags Over Texas has Mr. Freeze Reverse Blast, and Six Flags Fiesta Texas has Poltergeist. Poltergeist is a Flight of Fear clone, and they're known for being fun, but they're known for being kind of jerky and rough as well. And yes, it is a little jerky and rough, but it's still kind of fun, it's pretty good. But Mr. Freeze Reverse Blast, it goes backwards, forwards. It's insane. You get to hang upside down. Awesome bank turn that you go through twice. Mr. Freeze definitely is going to win this one. So that makes our score Six Flags Over Texas 2 and Six Flags Fiesta Texas 1. Up next, we have the two inverted coasters, Batman the Ride and Goliath. Alright, so beginning with Batman, let's start with the pluses and minuses. The pluses of Batman is the theming is pretty awesome. The color scheme is pretty awesome. The speed and intensity is pretty awesome. Now when I say intensity, I mean a little bit too much on this Batman clone. It's kinda like right here in the Zero G roll really hurts. I actually had to take some Advil after riding Batman a couple times. So yeah, it's a little rough compared to the other Batman clones, but it's alright. And at Six Flags Fiesta Texas, we have the mirrored clone, Goliath. So Goliath is much smoother. There's hardly any rattling. Everything's smooth, even the Zero G roll. The only thing that might be borderline rough is the corkscrews, and that's just a little bit of slight headbanging. I love the color scheme. I don't like the name, of course, because it's not even a Goliath. It's not even big. Anyway, the only downside is that the train is one car shorter, but that's not even that big of a deal, because the operations on this ride are fantastic. So yes, Goliath is much better than Headache the Ride. And because of that, Six Flags Fiesta Texas will be earning a point. Up next, we have extra coasters. And before we get started with those, I just want to say that the 40 Free Flies will not be included in this because they are terrible rides. So, Six Flags Fiesta Texas has Boomerang, Pandemonium, and Superman. Over Texas has Shockwave, Pandemonium, Titan, and Judge Royce Scream. Over Texas has 4 extra coasters, and Fiesta has 3 extra coasters, so that's how many points they will each get. Over 6, Fiesta 5. And both parks have many flat rides. Overall, Over Texas has more flat rides, and the ones that both parks both have, Over Texas has bigger ones. Fiestas are all about 200 feet tall. Their drop tower's 200 feet tall. Their swing ride is 200 feet tall. The ones at Over Texas are 300 feet and 400 feet, so Over Texas will earn a point. Up next, we have kids' rides. These kids' rides will also include some coasters that are too small to be big coasters, but are around the kid-size coaster. Each one of these coasters will also be worth 1 point. So Over Texas has the Mine Train, they have Runaway Mountain, and Mini Mine Train. And they also have a decent kids area. Fiesta Texas has one large kid coaster, and that is Roadrunner Express. And what I'm doing for both of these parks is the super tiny little kiddie coasters aren't even going to count as coasters. They're just going to count as part of the general kid area. So Six Flags Over Texas will gain 3 points for having 3 large kid coasters, and Fiesta Texas will gain 2 points for having 1 large kid coaster and a slightly larger kid area. In this category, 3 points will be available for each park. 1 will be for food, 1 will be for staff, and 1 will be for park cleanliness. At Six Flags Over Texas on the rides, they did not really have any sense of urgency to get the rides going. They were just kind of going slow, walking around. And at Cedar Fair or any other larger Six Flags park, they'd be booking through their running, making sure everyone's getting through quickly and getting the rides out quickly. So they definitely did not do good in this category. Food. The food here is a bit cheaper. At Fiesta, the chicken fingers are $15. At Over, they were only $11. So that's nice. And the pathways here at Over are really cramped and tiny, and the park overall is not very clean either. compared to other parks I've been to, so they don't get that. So they'll be earning 1 point from this category. At Six Flags Fiesta Texas, the operations are overall better than Over Texas, except for Poltergeist. And the food here was a bit more expensive, so they're not going to get a point there. But also, park cleanliness and staff was pretty good. So Fiesta will be earning 2 points from here. So the score is Six Flags Over Texas 11, Six Flags Fiesta Texas 9. Our final category is ticket prices. A one-day ticket at Six Flags Over Texas is $52. A one-day ticket at Fiesta Texas will be $55. Now, each Six Flags park does have different ticket prices, and these ticket prices are changing constantly. So within a week or two, this video might be outdated on the price. And the winner is Six Flags Over Texas with a score of 12-9. Congratulations, Over Texas. Now, Fiesta Texas is also an excellent park, but I think the reason why I like Over Texas more is because they have a couple more coasters, and the coasters that are similar to the ones at Fiesta are longer at Over Texas. So I think that is why I overall like this park better. So if any of you out there are trying to decide which one you want to go to, I would go to Over Texas, but if you have the time, I would also go to Fiesta Texas. Thank you guys so much for watching. Tell me below which park you like better, or tell me which park you think you might like better. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. See ya!